Huge, wonderful good morning to everybody, and how really nice to join you all in our refuge retreat. If you haven't been doing the Nongdros, it's perfectly fine to come along. In fact, I mean, these refuge meditations are the real basis of the path. So they're a fantastic thing to come along as a total beginner, as an intermediate student, as an advanced student, as preparation for tantric initiations across the board. These are a really good start. So it's very nice to start with a acknowledgement of country, how fortunate we are to be on this land in this incredibly uh, peaceful and safe country compared to all the rest of the world. Uh, so acknowledging and paying respect to the Jagera and Turrbal peoples who are the traditional custodians of the land on which Langri Tangpa Centre resides, paying our respects to elders past, present and emerging. And as Mahayanas, we seek to repay the kindness of all sentient beings, and in particular, of course, the kindness that we are directly benefiting from being on this land. To get started for this morning's meditations, we can settle our system down and prepare our mind. So get yourself into a comfortable position. The really easy way to do this is to think first to straighten the spine and then relax the body. So to straighten the spine, imagine that you have a thread of light running from the base of your spine up through your body and coming out the crown of your head. So this thread of light just in front of your spinal column, feel as if you're being pulled upwards from your crown so that your posture naturally extends. Your spine becomes more aligned. If you're on a cushion, it's helpful to have your hips higher than your knees. If you're on a chair, make sure your lower back is supported and you put a little bit of effort into keeping the upper part of the torso alert. Have your head just slightly tilted forward, chin tucked in, relax the jaw, put a slight smile on your lips, rest the tongue on the upper palate behind the top teeth. Release any tension from around the eyes, the temple, the forehead. Let your eyes just be lightly closed or slightly open with an unfocused gaze. Take a couple of deep breaths. If it's comfortable, have your hands in the lap, right palm on top of left with the thumbs lightly touching. Elbows a little out from the torso. They say like the wings of a bird about to take flight, which gives us this sensation of being relaxed but alert, ready to engage in the meditation. And to cleanse our system, to begin, just bring to mind Shakyamuni Buddha, whose entire existence is an antidote to all of our problems and delusions. And in Shakyamuni Buddha's radiance, golden radiance and blissful light, Shakyamuni manifests into golden light, enveloping you, surrounding you. And so when we do the 9-round breathing, it's this golden light that transmits into your body, speech, mind, entire existence, consecrating and purifying your entire system. So feel enveloped in that blissful light. And firstly, breathe out, then through your left nostril, and release all of the toxic emotions, the disturbing, afflictive states of mind, doubts, worries, anxieties in the form of black smoke. And as you breathe in through the right nostril, breathe in that blissful light that is surrounding you. Feel it flood your whole system. So do this 3 times, long, leisurely breaths, and then just breathing normally and naturally. And then when you're ready, swapping the nostrils over. This time breathing out through the right nostril, releasing all of the afflictive states of mind, the toxic emotions, all the suffering, all the causes of suffering, all the inner toxicity in the form of smoke that you release, you let go of, breathe out, that it just disappears into space. And as you breathe in into that void, you inhale all of the blissful golden light, the wisdom qualities of the Buddha that flow through you and illuminate your whole body. Every atom of your body becomes radiant. So again, 3 times with the nostrils swapped over. And then when you've completed those 3, then the final 3, the 9-round breathing, breathing out through both nostrils. Feel that the smoke begins to become a little bit more like mist or steam as you breathe out even the very subtle negativities and delusions, the confusion, the doubts, the procrastination, all that stickiness. Breathe that out in the form of smoke or mist. And as you breathe in through both nostrils, the blissful, clarifying light flows through you, cleanses your system, illuminates your mind. So 3 long, leisurely breaths. And once you've completed the 9 rounds, then just for a few moments, simply breathing in and out radiant clarity. Feel that clarity within and without, with just a fine membrane separating the two. And in that clarity, allow your motivation to clarify. our reason for being here, the Refuge Ngöndro, the preparation, the preliminary practice for our own enlightenment, so we can perfectly, effortlessly, spontaneously benefit all sentient beings. And the very beginning of this path is our Guru devotion. So if you have the calling the Guru from afar, the short version, as we recite this together, then thinking of your Guru, the Guru who we've met, the person of the Guru, but also remembering that that's just like the tip of the iceberg. The actual Guru is the great Dharmakaya wisdom, all the myriad expressions of the Guru, the Nirmanakaya and Sambhogakaya. And that when we call the Guru from afar, it's from the afar of our worldly habitual existence, because the Guru is always here. But this is our way of remembering and reconnecting. So this very sincere cry from the heart, calling the Guru from afar. Lama, think of me. Lama, think of me. Lama, think of me. Magnificently glorious Guru, dispelling the darkness of ignorance. Magnificently glorious Guru, revealing the path of liberation. Magnificently glorious Guru, liberating from the waters of samsara. Magnificently glorious Guru, eliminating the diseases of the 5 poisons. Magnificently glorious Guru, who is the wish-granting jewel, I beseech you, please bless me. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to remember impermanence and death from my heart. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to generate the thought of no need in my mind. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to abide one-pointedly in practice in isolated places. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to not have any hindrances to my practice. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to realize without error the view of the fundamental nature of reality. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me so that all bad conditions appear as a support. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me to accomplish effortlessly the 2 works of self and others. Magnificently glorious Guru, please bless me soon, very soon. Please bless me on this very cushion. Please bless me in this very session. May I not arise heresy even for a second in the actions of the glorious Guru. May I regard whatever actions are done as pure. With this devotion, may I receive the blessings of the Guru in my heart. Magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus seat at my heart. Guide me with your great kindness and grant me the realizations of your holy body, speech, and mind. And then think that a smiling emanation of the Guru, made of light, comes across space to hover just above the crown of your head and then dissolve into light. And this light melts down through your crown, slowly coming to rest at the level of your heart. And in that radiance, your ordinary sense of self, of who you are, dissolves. Your subtle body, speech, and mind become one with the Guru's holy body, speech, and mind in the aspect of vast, radiant space. Pure, clear awareness. And then recalling your bodhicitta motivation, your main purpose for life and for this meditation, then determining to do this practice so as to most perfectly benefit all sentient beings. Calling to mind your refuge. Shakyamuni Buddha there in the space in front of you, and you yourself surrounded by all the sentient beings, those who you have a really close relationship with in your innermost circle, your mother on the left, father on the right. Imagine them really healthy, comfortable, happy, joining you in this meditation. Behind you, your friends and family, those who support you, who have your back in life. In front of you, anybody that you have problems or difficulties with, they too are facing Shakyamuni Buddha, joining us in this meditation. And surrounding them, all the sentient beings, those we have not yet met in this life, but who at some stage we were very close to, who we really cared about. So recalling all these sentient beings and thinking that we lead them in the refuge prayer. Sangye cheram sogye chonam la chanchu badu dani kapsui chi tagi jinsoi gyepe sonam gi drola panje sangye dropa joy. Sangye cheram sogye chonam la chanchu badu dani kapsui chi Tagi jinsoi gyepe sonam gi drola panje sangye dropa joy. I go for refuge until I am enlightened. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Reciting the four immeasurables, making sure they become your main impetus and motivation for this practice. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be separated from the happiness that is without suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from the bias of attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. So wishing these four immeasurable thoughts for all the surrounding beings, and feeling a personal responsibility to do something about their suffering, to help them and lead them into the blissful, restful state of nirvana or full enlightenment. And recognizing that we have everything that we need right now to be able to do this. And that our entire refuge practice will help us be able to accomplish this great aim. So to really feel the presence of Shakyamuni Buddha and the entire refuge field, their support. Call to mind Shakyamuni Buddha, radiant and golden, appearing at the level of your eyebrows in the space in front of you. So on a great vast lotus flower, jeweled throne, and on it 5 smaller thrones. And Shakyamuni Buddha, in essence your root guru, on the central throne, magnificent, golden, incredibly radiant, a body made of light, wearing monk's robes, so much energy that the robes stand up a little from his skin. On the throne in front of Shakyamuni is your root guru, young, vibrant, full of life. Surrounding are all the gurus that you've taken teachings from. Your direct gurus are looking at you and smiling, just as Shakyamuni Buddha is. And everybody else in the refuge field is also gazing at Shakyamuni Buddha, just like you. To the left of the Buddha is Manjushri Buddha and the lineage. On the throne to the right, Maitreya Buddha and the lineage. And behind, Vajradhara Buddha and the lineage. Surrounding them are the Nirmanakaya aspect Buddhas, the 1,000 Buddhas of this world eon, the 35 Buddhas, the 8 medicine Buddhas. The Dharma manifests as texts surrounding them on their desks in front of them. And surrounding these figures are the Sangha refuge, the 8 great bodhisattvas, the solitary realizers with crown pinnacles like the Buddhas, the heroes, the hearers with robes and begging bowls. Around them, the Dakas and Dakinis, the manifestation of compassionate activity and wisdom activity in the dancing posture. And surrounding them, all the Dharma protectors, protecting us from small, medium, and great scope hindrances. Below this are the guardians of the 4 directions, all the custodians of the land, and right there in the center, in front of Shakyamuni Buddha, your guru, looking directly at you, accepting you, caring for you. And then if there is any shred of doubt that this is just an imagination, yes, it may be imagination, but in actuality, it exists. So for the invocation, we invite the actual wisdom beings to come right here to the space in front of us and actually inhabit our visualization. Malu sem chen kon gil kon yu chim du te ma pon che mi sem chon ze la Donam malu yam dai kien yue pe Chom den koi genedim Jesus. Protector of all beings without exception, divine destroyer of the intractable legions of Mara, perfect knower of all things, Bhagavan and retinue, please come here. And then to the great refuge field in front of us, we offer the seven-limb prayer. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, actual and imagined. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the merit of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until the end of cyclic existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for living beings. I dedicate my own and others' merits to the great enlightenment. And offering a mandala, your own life, merits, body, good intentions, good-heartedness, all of your efforts and energy, manifesting as a great mandala offering all the requisites that yourself and sentient beings need for the great Dharma journey towards enlightenment. And we offer this mountains and mountains of perfectly pure offerings. Sajil Pokim Joshim Meto Chamri Roblinji Nidegyam Padi Sangye Shindu Mite Oa Yidro Kunanda Jila Chopasho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamneatayami. And think that your mandala is very joyously received. In the presence of this great refuge field, then we'll recite the glanced lamrim. So this is found in the method to transform a suffering life into happiness, including enlightenment, with the speech blessing in it. So on the first pages is the direct meditation on the graduated path, containing all the important meanings. So as we recite this glance meditation, then feel that light flows from Shakyamuni Buddha and the merit field, and the nature of this light is the realizations on the path. Essence encompassing all the Buddhas, originator of all the holy Dharma of scripture and realization, principle of all the Aryas intending virtue, in the glorious holy Gurus I take refuge. Please, Gurus, bless my mind to become Dharma, Dharma to become the path, and the path to be without obstacles. Until I achieve Buddhahood, please bless me to be like youthful Norsang and Bodhisattva always crying, by correctly following the virtuous friend with pure thought and action, seeing whatever is done as pure, and accomplishing whatever is said and advised. Please bless me to see that this greatly meaningful body with freedoms and richnesses is difficult to find and easily perishes, that action and result are so profound, and that the sufferings of the evil gone transmigratory beings are so difficult to bear. Therefore, please bless me to take refuge from the depths of my heart in the three rare sublime ones, abandon negative karma, and accomplish virtue according to Dharma. In dependence upon that, even if I achieve the mere higher rebirth of a deva or human, I will still have to experience suffering endlessly in samsara, because of not having abandoned and being under the control of the disturbing thought obscurations. Therefore, please bless me to reflect well upon the way of circling in samsara, and to continuously follow day and night the path of the three types of precious trainings, the principal method for becoming free from samsara. In dependence upon that, even if I achieve mere liberation, since there is no sentient being of the six types who has not been my father and mother, please bless me to think I must fulfill their purpose and turn away from the lower happiness of nirvana. Then please bless me to generate precious bodhicitta by equalizing and exchanging myself with others, and follow the conduct of the conqueror's sons, the six paramitas, and so forth. Having trained my mind in the common path in that way, I will not be upset even if I have to experience the sufferings of samsara for a long time. However, please bless me to look at sentient beings with extraordinary, unbearable compassion, and to enter the quick path of the Vajrayana teachings. Then please bless me to protect my vows and samayas more than my life, and to quickly accomplish the unified Vajradhara state in one brief lifetime of this degenerate time. Over the page, the two verses of the Lama entering the heart. May I not give rise to heresy for even a second in regard to the actions of the glorious Guru. May I see whatever actions are done as pure. With this devotion, may I receive the Guru's blessings in my heart. Magnificent and precious root Guru, please abide on the lotus seat at my heart. Guide me with your great kindness and grant me the realizations of your holy body, speech, and mind. So think that an emanation of your Guru, Shakyamuni Buddha, comes across space, melts down through your crown, dissolves into your heart, you become one with your Guru, not separate, in nature one. And from that blissful radiance and clarity, the wisdom Dharmakaya, through the power of your bodhicitta motivation, you spontaneously arise either as the body of the deity, whatever deity that you practice, or as your subtle body, a light body, the result of all of your virtues. Not the result of karma and delusion, but the result of virtue and dependent arising. And on your the tongue of your light body, a syllable R arises. It transforms into a moon disk, and on top of it the syllable Om. And on this, the three mantra garlands, the white vowels, the red consonants, and the blue mantra of dependent arising. And really feel this sliver of light on your tongue, so delicate yet indestructible, a manifestation of your bodhicitta. And these mantra garlands arranged with the letters made of light standing upwards, standing up. Light rays radiate from all of them to all directions, and the light rays hook back all the power of speech from the 10 directions, the power of speech from beyond the samsara. the mantra garlands become incredibly radiant. The whole sky is filled with auspicious symbols, radiant and golden, that just pour down like a snowfall into those mantra garlands. And for the speech blessing, which is in the middle pages of the booklet, or page 14 of that same booklet, as we recite the vowels, then white light from that inner circle flows through your whole body, becomes incredibly radiant, and purifies all the negativities, negative karmas collected with your body in this life and all previous lives. Om a I u u ri ri li li a o ong a swaha. Om a I u u ri ri li li a o ong a swaha. Om a I u u ri ri li li a o ong a swaha. And for the consonants, the red mantra garland, purifying red light fills your whole body, purifying all the unskillful speech in this life and all previous lives, blessing your speech. Om kaka gaga na, cha 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 na, cha 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 na, cha 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 na, papa baba ma, yara lava, shaka saha sa swaha. Om kaka gaga na, cha 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 na, cha 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 na, cha 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 na, papa baba ma, yara lava, shaka saha sa swaha. Om kaka gaga na, cha 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 na, cha 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 na, cha 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 na, papa baba ma, yara lava, shaka saha sa swaha. And for the heart mantra of dependent relation, the dependent arising mantra, blue light from the blue mantra garland flows through you, purifying all of the afflictions and obscurations of the mind. Om ye dhamma hetu prabhava, hetan tekan tatagato, hayavada tekan sayo, nirodha, evam vadi maha shramanaye swaha. Om ye dhamma hetu prabhava, hetan tekan tatagato, hayavada tekan sayo, nirodha, evam vadi maha shramanaye swaha. Om ye dhamma hetu prabhava, hetan tekan tatagato, hayavada tekan sayo, nirodha, evam vadi maha shramanaye swaha. The blue mantra garland becomes even brighter, and this light is absorbed into the red mantra garland, which in turn melts into light and is drawn into the white mantra garland, which dissolves into the Om into the moon, and this also dissolves into light, into a radiant white R, red on the inside. And this dissolves into pinkish nectar. It absorbs into your tongue, and your tongue becomes of Vajra nature, enlightened speech. On page 16, the short dedication. May my tongue have all the courage of the ones gone to bliss. By the power of my glorious words, may all sentient beings be subdued. May all the meanings of whatever words I say be accomplished instantly. Then we can continue with the verses on page 8, our prescription for life from Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Determined to obtain the greatest possible benefit from all sentient beings who are more precious than a wish-fulfilling jewel, I shall hold them most dear at all times. May I become like a wish-granting jewel, fulfilling all the wishes and like a wish-granting tree, fulfilling all the hopes of transmigratory beings. For the sake of accomplishing the two purposes of all sentient beings, without any sense of loss or concern, I give away my body and likewise my enjoyments, such as food and clothing, and even all my virtues accumulated over the three times. By abandoning an attachment and giving everything away, I will pass beyond sorrow, and my mind will achieve the non-abiding, sorrowless state, the state of omniscience. Since I'll have to give up everything all at once when I die, it's best for me to give it away to sentient beings, because Buddhahood is attained in that way. As I have already given this body an impure aggregate for all beings to use for their pleasure, even if they always kill me, criticize me, beat me, and so forth, I will let them do whatever they like. From now on, whether they play games with my body or make it an object of laughter by ridiculing and making fun of it to hurt me, since I've already given this body of mine to sentient beings, why would I resist by protecting it and so forth? I will use it to do any virtuous action that doesn't harm and that benefits others. Whenever any sentient being encounters me, may it never be meaningless for them and always be meaningful. Whenever someone has an angry or devotional thought arise just by looking at me, may that attitude alone become a cause that always accomplishes all the temporary and ultimate purposes of that being. Whenever others criticize me with their speech, harm me with their bodies, or likewise insult me behind my back, may all of them have the fortune to achieve great enlightenment. May I be a saviour for those who lack a saviour, a guide for all those beings who enter a road, a boat, a ship, and a bridge for those who want to cross the great water. May I be an island for those who seek the safe shore of an island, a light for those who want a light, bedding for those who wish for bedding, and for all beings who desire a servant, may I become a servant of them all. May I be a wish-granting jewel and a wish-fulfilling vase, giving rise to whatever is desired, such as food and clothing, powerful mantra, accomplishing the actions of pacification, increase, and so forth. Great medicine, curing every sickness, a wish-fulfilling tree, satisfying every need, and a wish-granting cow for all beings. Like the four great elements, the earth and so forth, and like the sky, may I always be a means of living in every way for the innumerable sentient beings. Likewise, may I be a means of living at all times and in all ways for the realms of sentient beings equaling the extent of space, until they all attain the sorrowless state. As long as space remains, as long as transmigratory beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the suffering of transmigratory beings. So with this incredible motivation for our life, how to ensure that we don't get sidetracked, corrupted, just degenerated through the distractions of life. We can do a brief meditation on the fault of our default, the paper umbrella, the fault of our ordinary worldly refuge. So again, allowing your body to retain its comfortable position. Nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, letting go of any distractions, creating a space for reflection and insight. Focusing your attention to be able to understand the nature of our worldly refuge and its limitations, so that we can sincerely benefit ourselves and all those who seek a deeper refuge. We all yearn for safety, protection, and guidance. It's as if ourselves and all the sentient beings spend our time in the open, vulnerable, with dark storm clouds gathering overhead, being pushed around and buffeted by the winds of karma, the unpredictableness of our internal weather, of our external circumstances, just trying to weather the storms of samsara. Feeling small and alone. In our hands, we hold a beautifully decorated paper umbrella, seemingly sturdy and protective. Our ordinary daily refuges of friendship and food, of entertainment, of beauty, of our close relationships. But as the raindrops fall, as the storm of samsara gathers speed and we open our umbrella, at first we feel a sense of security. We have some shelter. It's nice. It's the kind of umbrella that's a bit famous. Its praises are sung by all the worldly elders. So how's it been relying solely on material possessions or worldly powers? What kind of protection have they afforded us? Like this paper umbrella, our worldly refuges may provide temporary comfort. They cannot withstand life's greater challenges. The paper umbrella is very nice as a sunshade when life is good. But as the rain intensifies, the water begins to seep through the delicate membrane of your umbrella. Can you recall a time when something you relied on for security unexpectedly failed you? This experience mirrors the unreliability of worldly refuges, which can dissolve right when we need them most. As the winds of karma blow and the storm of samsara intensifies, the paper umbrella begins to disintegrate, leaving you exposed. But how might recognizing the limitations of a worldly refuge influence your approach to seeking true protection? Notice how you have been tempted to seek the impermanent, dissolving refuge in ordinary things. The answer isn't just to get another paper umbrella. The answer isn't to give up seeking hope and protection, but to seek protection where it can be found. And our refuge in the three rare sublime ones, like a sublime, precious parasol, the protection of the Dharma. Imagine opening this over your head. It's decorated with the little bells that, with every movement within samsara, you're reminded of the sound, the teachings of the Dharma. It accompanies you everywhere. With the precious parasol of the Dharma, we need not fear any of the elements. We can go anywhere. We don't have to stop the rain or the burning sun. We don't have to look outside of ourselves. We just carry our own protection of the three rare sublime ones. So with this inspiration, with our heart, we recite the refuge accumulations, starting with the four-line refuge in the English. I take refuge until I am enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I am enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I am enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit all transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit all transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit all transmigratory beings. I go for refuge to the Guru, to the Buddha, to the Dharma, to the Sangha. I go for refuge to the Guru, to the Buddha, to the Dharma, to the Sangha. I go for refuge to the Guru, to the Buddha, to the Dharma, to the Sangha. Lama la kyapsu chiwo, Sangha la kyapsu chiwo, Chola kyapsu chiwo, Gendun la kyapsu chiwo. Lama la kyapsu chiwo, Sangha la kyapsu chiwo, Chola kyapsu chiwo, Gendun la kyapsu chiwo. Lama la kyapsu chiwo, Sangha la kyapsu chiwo, Chola kyapsu chiwo, Gendun la kyapsu chiwo. Lama la kyapsu chiwo, Sangha la kyapsu chiwo, Chola kyapsu chiwo, Gendun la kyapsu chiwo. All of the refuge field are so pleased to help you, to offer you a stable, reliable refuge, one that will not disintegrate. So pleased with you, turning your mind to the Lamrim. Light and nectar streams from all of them, washing through you, washing away all of the habitual urges to grasp at things outside of ourselves, washing away all the habitual reactive responses that we have grasping at those paper umbrellas. All of that storm of samsara becomes a rain of nectar and light from the refuge field. And it washes away all of our worldly concerns, our worldly preoccupations that distract us, from lasting happiness, from actually curing the causes of our problems and suffering, inner and outer illnesses. Feel this continuous rainfall of light and nectar, washing through you, around you, and filling your entire body, becoming radiant and clear like sparkling crystal. As your body and mind become more and more clear and radiant, feel all the obstacles to your life have dissolved, entirely washed away. Feel the obstacles to your Dharma practice, to your practice of refuge, washed away in that rainfall of nectar and light. Your mind becoming radiant and clear, just like after a summer storm. The air translucent, your mind naturally blissful. And then really paying attention and noticing how different you now feel. The great relief of being freed of all those worldly considerations and distractions. How you feel return to your natural purity. Then slowly the refuge field begins to dissolve into light from the edges inwards. This light absorbs into your root guru, and your root grows smaller and smaller and absorbs into the heart of Shakyamuni Buddha. Made of light, incredibly clear. Shakyamuni Buddha is gazing at you simultaneously at all the surrounding sentient beings. We can recite the mantra. Tayata Om Mune Mune Maha Munaya Swaha. 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 And then gradually Shakyamuni Buddha grows smaller and brighter, comes across space to the crown of your head, dissolves into light, and this light melts down through your crown and comes to rest at the level of your heart. Your body, speech, and mind become completely one with Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's body, speech, and mind. No difference, no separation. In essence, one. And rest in this as your true nature. Know this as your true nature. And with this kind of confidence and conviction, then we can dedicate the merits of this first session to our aims to be able to draw forth our Buddha nature so we can perfectly benefit all sentient beings who so need help just like us. Kiwa di nyu du da Lama Sangye Tro Gyoyane Tro Wai Chi Kya Ma Lu Pai Te Sala Go Pa Shon Chamjo Semjo Rinpoche Ma Kia Panam Kia Gyuchi Kia Wan Yampa Me Payang Gone Gundu Bawa Sho Donyi Tawa Rinpoche Ma Kia Panam Kia Gyuchi Kia Wan Yampa Me Payang Gone Gundu Bawa Sho rim yi tongpa rinpoche, ma kia panam kia kyo chi, kia wa nyampa me pa yang, kone gundo pa wa sho. For His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Jiten kam dir pendel malu pa, gan le joe sampel yi jino, kadrin some tenzin gyatso la, so what if so, tu Ngöndro sho. And for the discovery of Rinpoche's return, Yon su zo pe tup ten rinpo, she dan dru pe zin chin po wa la, nam yam mi jun zo pe go cha, chen su me jitsun lama so wa de. And for the long life of all of our precious gurus. Jetsun lame kutse rab chen chin nam kai trin le cho chui kia pa dang lo san tempe drome sa sun gi dro we mun sel ta tu ne gyu chi.